dedicated to Steve Hofmeyer. If you are not from South Africa, we have a white male performer, singer, actor, and has suddenly gained knowledge about the LGBTQI plus community. But first and foremost, let's recap.
Waar my generasie geleer het om met meise, eende en honde te praat, gaan ons kinders geleer word hoe om met meise, eende en honde seks te hê. Jy dink dit snaaks, kom ek sê vir jou hoekom ek so sê. Of het jy vergeet dat daardie verhouding met diere deel is van daai einde van die plus. Daai plus aan die einde van die LGBTQ sluit in daardie tipe verhouding met diere.
No, I did not remove a video, and no, I have no problem at all apologizing to the gay community, and I do. My data is somewhat dated. In fact, I have no fight with them, and I have never had. I can't find consensus, though, even amongst them themselves, about who the plus in the LGBTQ plus includes and excludes. But I will take the word of my gay friends and colleagues that it does not include any illegal genders or preferences. But I know it did. 5 years ago, there were more than 100 genders and sexual preferences. I still have a list of 300, but today it's been culled back to 60-something. Why? Because the LGBTQ plus community has learned from those who discriminate against them exactly how to discriminate against others. It seems nobody is really inclusive here. Maybe it's time to remove the plus and admit that you have become exactly like your oppressors, those naughty conservative cisgender binaries. My problem in my video had nothing to do with any of that. I attacked Disney as the rest of the world is doing this week. But here is what I did not do. Unlike the LGBTQ plus community, I did not keep silent when Disney decided to sexualize our toddlers by sexualizing their movie characters. I did not prescribe anybody's pronouns. I didn't ban good morning ladies and gentlemen. I didn't ban good morning boys and girls. I did not force religious communities to turn against their scriptures. I did not force churches to marry anybody. I did not force bakers to bake wedding cakes. I did not try to cancel anyone. I did not force biological women to compete against sportsmen. I did not take the funny out of comedy. I did not allow teens to use puberty blockers. I did not allow toddlers to make emotionally complex decisions about their genders or sexuality. And I surely did not smile silently while Hollywood and Disney normalize this utter madness. If you do not understand this, you will not understand parents like me.
And just to be clear, bestiality has never appeared on any gender list. The list that you actually refer to is actually terms used by the community to define certain types and preferences. The gender list has never been lessened, and there's a vast difference between preference and gender. Straight sexualization. I'd like to name Disney as an example, like you did. Minnie and Mickey Mouse is fine. But now that it's Mickey and Steve Mouse, it's a problem. No pun intended, I think. As far as overseas authors and opinionated people are concerned, the situation vastly differs from our country, South Africa. The famous people of our life and times, currently gay or not, have the privilege of having human rights. People like Harvey Milk that fought to obtain the basic right to live a life of personal choice. My question to you is, what knowledge have you got about our community? You've never stood up for our rights in South Africa. Where were you when gay males were forced into national service in the armed forces in the apartheid years? We were then identified as different, and then the apparent fun began. Some people were experimented on, some even had forced sex changes, etc. If you were lucky enough, you were trained to be a chef or a medic. We fed an army and provided medical services even on the border, and even during enemy contact? Where were you when Adrian Vlok raided gay clubs with camera crews to identify state workers in order to fire them for being in a gay venue? We may not have the perfect cooperation between all our communities and diversities, but insult us and see how we can stand together. You do mention you as a parent. I sincerely doubt if you can be seen as the perfect parent. That being said, what would you call same-sex couples with children? Not parents? You are quick to make statements about our community, but do not understand the implications of your mouth and your words. Kids rejected because they are seemingly different by their parents. Then they go and commit suicide. We did not choose to be this way. How stupid must one be to choose a lifestyle of constant rejection and discrimination? You also mentioned in your video that the first insulting video was not removed. Who removed it then? Because it's no longer available. You also mentioned that you have gay friends. So how do your gay friends feel about these accusations of being involved in a group that includes despicable stuff? The problem with judging other people's lifestyles is that you will get judged the same way. And please, don't even mention the Bible. If you did plan your lifestyle according to the Bible and the Christian way, surely you wouldn't make false accusations. And obviously, Disney was just an excuse to project your real views on the LGBTQIA+ community. If you didn't know what the A means, it stands for ally, which you obviously are not. If you want to talk to or about our community, get your facts straight. Strange that you mention that we were becoming like our oppressors, but still daily corrective rape happens in our community and is still being discriminated against in work and social environments. Ek wou hier net in Engels gedoen het, maar ek sal nou maar 'n deel in Afrikaans doen vir die wat nie so goed is met die Engelse taal nie. Ek wil graag verneem van jou feite, Steve. Jammer ek sê nie meneer Hofmeyer nie, want ek betoon maar slegs respek aan mense wat my respekteer. Disney het besluit om gay karakters in van hulle films te wys. Wat het dit met seks te doen? Of in elk geval, wat het dit met seks met diere te doen? Jou onkunde oor die onderwerp is absoluut verbasend. En sover dit morele standaarde aangaan, ek sien dat Willem Petzer jou 100% ondersteun, ook oor jou uitlatings en sienswyses. Wie is Steve Hofmeyer? Nommer 1, buite-egtelike kinders. Wat 'n goeie voorbeeld vir ons jeug en kinders. En toe hy éventueel trou met Natasha, het hy onder andere met 'n vrou Janine van der Vyver verneek. Toe hy gekonfronteer was oor dit, het hy dit nie ontken nie, maar hy het haar blameer dat sy met hom obsessed behep was. Na die egskeiding met Natasha, het sy in 2009 'n boek Bittersweet geskryf, waarin sy advies aan vrouens gee oor mans wat hul verneek. Hierdie optrede wys duidelik dat hy geen respek vir vrouens het nie, en daarmee saam die LGBTQ gemeenskap. Maar Willem Petzer As Steve jou rolmodel is dit seker maar jou keuse, né? Die Afrikaanse spreekwoord sê, jy sal aan jou vriende geken word. Ek wil jou ook net sê, dat dinge soos respek vir vrouens, kom van my ouers af. En dit is maar hoe ek groot gemaak is. En daarmee saam ook die eer en respek, wat 'n mens aan ouer mense moet betoon. En in ons gemeenskap, is daar nie 'n magtige maffia soos dit deur jou gestel word nie. Ons het jare beklei om basiese menseregte te bekom. Ek is ook 'n burger van hierdie land. Ek was ook op die grens en seker gemaak dat jy nie vandag Russies praat nie. Wat het jy gedoen? Voor 'n kamera gestaan en beklei om die eer te vat vir dinge wat ander mense soms ook doen. Ons probleem is, mense vat die kollig en bedank nie mense wat regtig die werk gedoen het en die effort gedoen het om ons menseregte te beskerm nie. Maar as jy voel, jy wil die kollig vat op dit en die verantwoordelikheid vat vir dit, is dit pragtig, man. Maar dit laat my nou wonder wie regtig agter hierdie aksie sit. Maar net 'n vraagie. En om terug te kom na Steve toe, dreig Disney met 'n verwysing na ouers wat dit nie sal toelaat nie. Na watse ouers verwys jy? Ouers wat hulle kinders uit die huis uitjaag omdat hulle gay is? Ouers wat hulle kinders fisies aanrand omdat hulle moffie neigings toon? Jy onderskat duidelik die Afrikaanse ouers in Suid-Afrika. Daar's ouers wat hulle kinders ondersteun en liefhet, nie teenstaande hulle neigings of hulle tekortkominge. Hierdie is ouers wat vir mekaar lief is en respekteer. Ouers wat hulself met kennis bemagtig het oor hul kind wat gespot word, verkleineer word en met geen respek behandel word nie, van 'n oningeligte, beïnvloedbare gemeenskap. En dat ek net noem, 2 gay ouers maak kinders beter groot as wat jy kan. Jy, Steve, wat op 'n plattelandse skooltjie gedurende 'n eeufeesviering, het jy aan die einde van die show opgestaan en die stem gesing. Net dat jy weet, dis 'n skool wat veg om Afrikaans lewendig te hou. Dis 'n skool wat ook swart leerlinge het, as ook 'n klein Chinese leerling wat Afrikaans mooier as jy praat. En in die meeste van sy klasse amper in nommer 1 posisie staan. Nou blaas jy rasehaat aan. Klim in jou karretjie met jou geldjie en waai. En los die gemeenskap en skool om te probeer om hierdie gebeurtenis te vergeet en aan te beweeg. Die skool is op Stella geleë. Maar hierdie is maar net my persoonlike opinie. En aangesien jy nou so vroom voor die Afrikaanse gemeenskap staan, was jy nog nooit in 'n gay klub nie? Of sal ons vir André Swarts vra? Armand en Devin, 2 van jou seuns, het ook al in gay clubs gejol. En Devin was onder andere uitgegooi uit eenheid, omdat hy nie sy drank kon hanteer nie, en hom soos 'n vark gedra het. Goeie raad. Los die moffies uit. Bepaal jou met ander situasies. Gaan vir 'n slag kerk toe of lees jou Bybel. Andersins, gaan na 'n weeshuis toe of 'n ouetehuis en vat kos en klere saam. Jy het hierdie Disney situasie wat gay karakters nou wil skep, heeltemal uit verband uitgeruk. En regtig, weet jy wat? As jy nie wil hê jou kinders moet dit sien nie, maan die ouers om meer tyd met hulle kinders te spandeer, dan sal hulle minder op selfone wees en deur stryd pedofiele geteiken word. Kom ek sê vir jou, die gay storie kom selfs uit die Bybelse tyd uit. Dawid en Jonathan het mekaar liewer gehad as 'n vrou, volgens die Bybel. En dit is maar om een voorbeeld te noem. Steve, Onthou jou woorde dra verskriklik baie krag. Mense hardloop blindelings agter jou aan. Ek bid vir jou, Steve, dat indien 'n kind selfmoord pleeg of vermoor word deur sy familielede, daai bloed nie op jou hande gaan wees nie. Maar ons sal seker maar moet sien oor dit, né?